Hello, sports fans, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Inside Titan Sports. My name is Eric Kohler, and as always, thanks for joining us. This week, we got a great show lined up for you as we sit down with head coach Jerry Thor as he talks about men's and women's tennis. Plus, we'll have a couple guest appearances. You don't want to miss that. That's coming up later in the show. But let's start off and talk 2017 for the first time. Head coach Jeremy Schulman. Hey, Coach.
Eric, appreciate you having me on the show, and great choice in a shirt for today.
I got the memo.
Yeah.
I finally got the right memo. But Coach, holiday season, New Year, all that jazz. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you as well.
Yeah, so you had a couple good wins over the New Year. Josh Artist, talk about those couple big wins.
We did. We came back from the break, and we had the Josh Artist Memorial Classic, which is for my former player who had unfortunately passed away within the past year from cancer, and did a tournament in his name on his behalf, and got some great competition right out of the break. Got to play Atlanta Metro and play Sheldon State, and we were fortunate enough to beat Atlanta Metro pretty handily, and then played Sheldon State, who was ranked 21st in the country, and played well and beat them 84-70, and it was a great way to start off the new year.
Well, I'll tell you what, you had a great non-conference schedule, played a couple big tournaments. Where do you feel about the team right now so far as you get into your conference schedule?
Feel really good. We've been very much prepared. Again, we played one of the toughest schedules in the country in the non-conference season, and we know just how good our conference is in the Southern Conference. And every night's a battle, as it's shown already in the conference season so far. So, I think we're as prepared as we can be going, in the middle of conference season now after such a great non-conference schedule.
Well, you're ranked 7th in the country, so now you are the hunted. You got the target on the back, so you're going to get everybody's best shot each and every matchup.
That's the thing we've still got to adjust to.
Okay.
You deal with 18, 19, 20-year-old kids, and so the psychological aspect of coaching and of sports and basketball in general is such an important piece to it. And knowing that we're the hunted, and knowing that every single game that we've got to come out with unbelievable intensity, we've got to come out with the urgency to play every possession, to win every possession. That's something we're still trying to get through to our guys, because you can't take a night off, especially not in our region, not in our conference.
Speaking of conference has got a lot better now. Everybody seems like they've elevated their game. Now, Indian River, you took your first conference loss, but again, everybody's getting better. Indian River's 3-0 in conference. Talk about some of the teteams, somewhat are surprising this year in the conference.
Absolutely. The whole conference is fantastic, and it's due to the coaching. The coaching in our conference is as good as it's ever been, top to bottom in our conference. And Indian River's obviously playing very well right now, and
right.
Charlie Wilson does a great job coaching them. And Miami-Dade, in the first year of Kevin Ledoux, is doing a fantastic job. Coach Doobie down at ASA Miami's got them playing the best ball in their 3-year program history, and of course Martin McCann and Bob Starkman at Broward and at Palm Beach are, those guys have done it for a few years and they have great programs. So there's just not an easy out in our conference. It's deep. There's 6 teams in our conference, top to bottom. It's a fantastic league. So it's going to set up for exciting conference games all throughout for the rest of the year.
Well, kudos to you and your program and the family of Titans basketball to make it so much better to get everybody to move up their game to get to your level.
I don't know if we can take credit for that.
I think so.
But I will say that it has been great to see I take a lot of pride in the Southern Conference,
sure.
And it's great to see the other teams just how much depth is in our conference. And I've spent most of the non-conference season rooting for all the teams in the Southern Conference, and now it's got to change that mindset. Now it's competition, competing every single day. So it's a war, that's for sure.
Well, Anthony Jackson made his first appearance on the show, and he did a great job. A little slow out of the gate, but he finished strong like a champion. Talk about some of the coaches that really are just a big contributor to your program.
Gosh, I'm just truly, truly blessed with the coaching staff that we've got. Talking about Coach Jackson, who's been with me for a number of years now, and Coach Jackson he's hard-working, he's loyal. He's just been an unbelievable asset to the program. Coach Lynn, it's his second year. It seems like it's been about his 10th year already for us,
right.
His second year. And Coach Lynn, with his illustrious history as a coach and as administrator, to have him on staff is fantastic. He just does amazing thing that brings so much of a wealth of experience. And Coach Gage does our basketball analytics, so he does all of our advanced statistics that all the NBA teams and the top Division I teams are doing. So that's his role for us. And then Cole Pittis is my top assistant coach, and Cole's just been phenomenal. I think there's no doubt he is the best assistant coach in the country, and I don't say that lightly. He's phenomenal. So, and he's brought 7 years of coaching at the Division I level experience to us, and So he's been fantastic. He's been fantastic. So I mean, we are good because of our coaching staff and because of our program, because of the administration above us.
Well, I'll tell you what, Coach, everybody does buy into you and the program, and what's great for me from my outside, you really create that family atmosphere, and then you see the kids and the talent that brought into Eastern Florida is really something special.
You hit it on the head right there. That's what makes it so enjoyable. You know, we really try to build a family atmosphere. You know, some years are better than others at achieving that goal, and this year is just fantastic. I mean, we just have truly great people in the program, from the players to the coaching staff to the administration above us. But I mean, it's a true family atmosphere. It makes going to work very, very enjoyable every single day. Even on the bad days aren't that bad, outside of, you know, I hate to lose. I'm a competitor and I don't take losing very well.
But everybody's got everybody's back.
Oh, everyone's got everyone's back. And we really are a true family, and everyone really truly cares about each other. And
right.
it's enjoyable to go to work with these guys every day, and very enjoyable to go to war with these guys every game day.
Well, looking back, you guys don't lose a lot, but you lost Indian River, like you said, as a better team. Isn't it kind of good to never good to lose, but to get that out early, to get that hunger back again for the team?
You know, we'll see, because I don't ever like to have a loss, but you know, there's really no way to grab your team's attention like a loss.
Correct.
You know, we've had, we didn't play well against Broward, and we won at Broward, which is a tough place to play, but couldn't really get our guys' attention after a win. Just, you know, it is what it is. You know, they still say, hey, well, we won. Well, having a loss like the lost Indian River, you know, we came back and really, really guarded it on the road down at ASA, and you know, hopefully it'll be a real beneficial thing to us for the whole rest of the year and into tournament time even after that. But we needed a wake-up call, and hopefully that was it. Well, now you got a big homestand now with conference games. It's a great way to bounce back and just solidify your number one. Talk about playing at home, how important it is to play in front of the hometown team. Oh, we're excited to be back home. I think it's 4 games in a row at home, and I mean, playing at Titan Fieldhouse, which is an unbelievable facility, playing in front of the home crowd. We've got one of the best home crowds in the country. I mean, you know, the city of Melbourne really comes down and supports us, and we're very thankful for that. And it's a great atmosphere. It's also great not having to be on the road and the travel, playing a different gym, not getting a walkthrough or shoot around time at a different gym. We're back at home. We're where we're comfortable, and of course we have so much pride in Titan Fieldhouse. And I think I forget exactly, but I think we're 68-1, you know, in the last couple of years at home.
Outstanding.
Yeah, so we take a lot of pride in our home court, and you know, we mean to protect that home court every game for the rest of this year, that's for sure.
Now, Kareem Bruton, he was a National Player of the Week over Christmas.
Yeah. Special
player. Talk about Kareem and what his future looks like for basketball.
Kareem, you know, I mean, I sound like a broken record every time we talk about Kareem, but he's a special player. And you know, it's on him to produce the rest of the year and into tournament time, but he's got a chance at a lot of national awards and recognition if he continues to elevate his game and doesn't stay static with his game. But he's just a special, special player. And in the future, I mean, he's got countless Division I offers right now. He's got a lot of high major schools recruiting him. Iowa State, NC State, Georgia Tech, Illinois, Memphis are among those recruiting him. So he's got a very bright future at whatever school he chooses, and he's just such an unbelievable kid. I mean, you know, we're in the grind of the season. Guys are a little bit banged up right now, and guys really working hard all the time. But you know, your bodies tend to take a little wear and tear. Well, Kareem texted me this morning, early in the morning, got 200 more shots up before class today, and that's what makes him great. That extra work ethic, doing this stuff on his own time. I'll tell you, he's a special competitor.
Well, you're a special coach. You're always welcome on the show. Remember, I call you the coach.
Well, I appreciate it, Eric. I love being on the show.
I'll tell you what, keep it going.
Thank
Head
you.
coach Jeremy Shulman will switch gears and talk tennis with head coach Jerry Thor. You don't want to miss that. This is Inside Titan Sports.
This is where we're building the future. This is where we meet the challenge, where leaders emerge and careers take flight. This is where you discover new opportunities. Choose to stand where excellence lives, where titans rise. Eastern Florida State College.
Hey fans, welcome back to Inside Titan Sports. Now it's time to talk tennis with our very own head coach of the women's and tennis team. We got head coach Jerry Thor, and he's joined by Jamie Duque out of Orlando. Yeah. Hey guys, how are you?
Hi. Hey, great. Hi. Thanks for having us, Eric.
Yeah, it's nice to have you. First time now, freshman.
Yes.
Coming in the program now, national ranked 7th in the country. Jerry, the secret continues. I got to get in the kitchen sometimes because the recipe of just churning out this talent coming through the program is outstanding.
Yeah, we're off to a great start, and it's good to have all the players back. You know, they got to take the month off for winter break, and I feel like I sent a bunch of freshmen home and got back a bunch of juniors and seniors almost. They came back, they're so mature, they've set some really great goals, and you know, we had our individual meetings this week, and they laid out some really, detailed plans on how they want to reach those goals.
Mm-hmm. Now, Jamie, first time with the program. Now, you guys had a very successful fall season.
Definitely.
Now, expectations are very large for you guys and the team. You took that break. How do you reset that to get amped up for the spring 2017 season?
Yeah, over break, definitely I was focusing on January 27th since that's the day we start competing again. And you know, every day I went out into the courts, like at least 2 hours or an hour a day, just to like remind myself that I may be on break, but I need to continue practicing and prepping for the season that's coming up.
That's pretty good. Now, Coach, what do you instill to them when they get some time off? What are some of the kind of the principles you say, hey, you get time off, but you need to be working on these things while you're away from the program? What are some of those items?
Yeah, first I want them to get home, see their families, you know, try to relax a little bit because when they're here, we're going. You know, I have them working hard. So, you know, it's nice to take a little bit of time off, but then at the same time know that, you know, when you're on court, you know, what you're ready to do out there is basically everything that you've prepared yourself for. So, you know, the winter's a great time to prepare yourself, and 7th in the country, there's a few teams ahead of us, and you know, when the spring season finishes, we don't want too many teams ahead of us anymore. So, you know, a lot of them had a couple little things that they wanted to work on. We wanted to see improvement when they came back, and that's now where I get to take over again. And you know, as coach of the program, we really want to help teach them and see some improvement from match to match, from week to week.
Now, Jamie, what drew you to Eastern Florida? Because obviously now Coach has got them to elevated stature on the national scene.
Yeah.
I mean, why did you want to become a Titans tennis player?
I knew I wanted to play in college, and then it's just like the timing of everything. I was looking for different schools, and we saw Jerry Thor building his team, and I wanted to be a part of it and help him make history and have him help me improve as a tennis player.
That's pretty good. Now, obviously, Coach, you have some very talented players, 2 preseason All-Americans, and Leah and Louisa. And to get that type of caliber on the women's side is pretty special. Talk about those 2 players, Coach.
Yeah, both of them, each the highest ranked players we've had here in our 4 years as a program. And they've got a whole group behind them. We've got Josephine Karcher, Juliana Hull, Fielda Badi, Valeria Arevalo. We've got a really deep squad of 10 women that can go out there, and I'm confident they can get the job done. But Leah at the top, she's 2nd highest ranked freshman in the nation.
Wow.
Louisa is number 2 in the country. She finished runner-up in Arizona in the fall. It's kind of our first opportunity as a tennis program to be on court competing for a national championship, and that's what we hope to continue here this spring season.
So, Jamie, now, do you play as a singles or a doubles player? What is your role with the team right now currently?
I've been playing a lot of singles.
Okay.
So definitely that's my strong hold, and yeah, that's my role in the team.
So how does it work sometimes if you find out that maybe there's a void in the doubles matches and you're accustomed to playing singles all the time? Is that really a hard adjustment to turn from a singles player to a doubles player?
Personally, it was hard for me to switch into doubles.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, it's a different game, different strategies involved, but with Coach's help and his our meetings that we have, he taught me how to move better around the net area, because in the baseline I was pretty comfortable. It was in the net where I need to learn how to move a little bit better. So he helped me a lot with that, so I feel pretty confident in my doubles game now.
Well, I mean, the biggest thing is, too, it rounds out your game to be able to be versatile, to switch out. And when you guys do matches and stuff, how do you set your lineup, Coach?
Yeah, we start with doubles, so there's 3 doubles pairs, and that gets followed up with 6 singles matches, and you know, it tends to move pretty quickly, and players can play. They could be a double specialist, they could be somebody that can anchor a singles lineup, or they can contribute in both. And we really want well-rounded players. So Jamie's had really strong improvement in the fall. So I feel confident I can put them in at either spot. And at the end of the day, if you're prepared to play, I want to find you an opportunity to play on the court that day. And we've got all 10 are just working extremely hard. And I try to call out one player each day that's really given a lot of effort. and they make it so hard on me. I almost every day want to just be like, y'all are fantastic. You guys are just doing great. And, so we set a lineup. We want, obviously, at the top, you're playing some of the best players in the country. Looking ahead to our schedule, we've got, some pretty amazing teams, some stellar players we're up against. But then at the bottom of our lineup, the points are worth just as much. And so we want players down there that can consistently deliver for us.
So, Jamie, how is the synergy and the chemistry of the team?
It's amazing because everyone is at such a high level. It pushes me to work even harder, and everyone knows that we're all at high level players too. So we're just all really just grinding on the court, grinding in the fitness center, and it's amazing to have people just always push you to be better. So, yeah.
Well, going forward and to be better, what are your goals after your education of being a student athlete?
After I graduate, my goal is to go work into charity waters or some social entrepreneurship type of business where they always give back to the community, because I like that area of business where it's not as greedy and it's more focused on the community.
Well, you're giving back and paying
Yeah,
forward.
exactly.
Something that I was brought to the attention of Michael Parsons, our wonderful manager of athletic communications, says you play a mean ukulele.
Yeah, I do. I love playing the ukulele. It's something that you can just kind of pick up. It's not too hard because there's only 4 strings on it. So, just get on YouTube, watch a couple of lessons, and then we can play the ukulele.
I tried that once in Hawaii. It didn't work out well, but they made good Mai Tais. Now, you say that you play other instruments. You play piano? And what else?
I've also played guitar.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I first learned on piano, and my parents kind of forced me to play piano at first, but I ended up learning to really appreciate it, because then I wouldn't have been able to learn guitar or ukulele without it. So.
Well, I'll tell you, you're musically inclined, so that's pretty good. And you also translate that on with success on the hard courts as well. Who's your favorite athlete?
My favorite right now would probably be Kerber, because she's doing so well right now, and she's such an inspiration to tennis players.
That's pretty neat. Now, Coach, real quick, while you have you looking forward, you're playing some really tough talent in that schedule, a lot of preseason rankings, a lot of big numbers. You want to be the best. You obviously want to play the best.
Yeah, we have, I haven't seen a schedule like this. We've got 9 matches against teams ranked top 5 in the country. And we play, double-digit matches against universities. Some of the top teams in Division II are here in Florida, and we play almost all of them. But just giving our players opportunities. I mean, you see the type of kids we have here are just outstanding kids. They come from great families. Jamie's got great parents that are supporting her, and they're going to see plenty of opportunities to see her play the nation's best. And we're excited to welcome a lot of those teams here to Melbourne on our fantastic Titan Tennis Center. And at the end of the day, when May rolls around, we want to book a trip to nationals and represent Eastern Florida on the national stage.
Jamie, great job. First interview. Congratulations joining the Eastern Florida Titans tennis team, and you're always welcome back on the show. Coach Thor, stick around. We're going to talk men's tennis. That's coming up next on Inside Titan Sports.
Eastern Florida State College. This is where you discover new opportunities, where you pursue your dreams, and careers take flight. Apply now for new bachelor and associate degree programs in business, healthcare, computer technology, and other growing fields. Eastern Florida, where Titans rise. Apply today.
Hey fans, welcome back to Inside Titan Sports for our final segment. We're going to continue talking tennis with Jerry Thor, the head coach also of the men's team. And welcome back to the show, Andy Weiss. Hey, Andy.
Hey, thanks for having us.
You did a great job last time you were on the show.
Thank you. Yeah, that was really fun. I had fun.
And I heard your grandmother over in Denmark was watching the show.
She was really proud of me. Like, she figured I did an amazing job.
So you're an international media mogul now.
Yeah, you can call me that. That's okay.
That's outstanding. But welcome back, Andy.
Thank you so much.
Coach, now obviously you wear both the hats of the tennis for men's and women's. I don't know how you do it, and you get national rankings on both sides. Kudos to that, but talk about the men's tennis expectations in their inaugural season.
I guess it starts with recruiting these high-character guys. I'm really proud to see them come through with a 3.5 GPA. It's one of the best in the country, and they kind of take that approach on the tennis court as well. Expectations are high. They've ranked them 10th in the nation. I feel there's a lot of room to move up, especially we have our great weather here in Florida. We've got a great Titan tennis center to train on every day. And the guys came back and they're hungry and they want to, represent our college well. It's going to be neat. I really tried to emphasize that every time they take the court this semester, it's the first time any of these other teams, any of these other schools are going to see what a Titan tennis player looks like and see how a Titan tennis player competes. And I can't wait to see them represent us well.
Well, Coach and Andy, at 3.50 as a team, that really is outstanding. That shows the character guys. That means they know how to take care of business off the court, and they have that mental capacity to take care of it on the court.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, Andy is our captain of the men's team, and the culture of our team, it's amazing. We've been in existence for 5 months.
Right.
And as I mentioned earlier, I feel like this guy's a junior or senior. They're so mature, they get it. Sometimes you put out rules, you put out kind of standards, and, some of the players kind of have their own idea and or interpretation of those. But these guys have bought in. They understand how to be a good teammate, how to be coachable, how to compete with class and be good sports, and how to really work hard. And I think those things that tennis teaches are going to take them far in life.
Well, Andy, you hail from Denmark.
Yeah.
I have family in Sweden, but you notice you have a lot of players that have international flavor. You guys really seem to mesh so quickly, so closely in such a short period of time. What's the secret of that?
I don't know, actually. Honestly, I went back to Denmark for break. I look so much forward to see my friends and family, but there was not a day where I didn't talk to one of the boys from here, from our family here, Titans family. We at WhatsApp and FaceTime and whatever. We're just like a family coming back here. When my mom said goodbye to me in the airport, she was like, "So are you going home? Are you going to United States of America?" I said, "Mom, I'm actually going home now." So this is like a family. I feel home. Everyone on the team feels home, and yeah, it's good. Amazing to be here.
That's pretty good. So the captain of the team. So talk about some of the other guys. Samir seems like he's something special.
Yeah,
you got Jesus. Talk about some of the players from your standpoint, from a player's standpoint, that you guys really mesh and have some good talent.
What I think is extraordinary about these guys is everybody knows, we're really realistic about ourselves. Jesus Amezcua from Mexico, he did an amazing job last season in fall in singles. He knew that he was going to improve his doubles game. The first thing the guy does is go back in break in Mexico and play a big time doubles tournament. Went to the final, lost in 3 sets. Everybody just works so hard to improve where they need improvements. We had Dan Krugel last semester, was out with an injury, went back to his family for a month and practiced hours and hours every day. Every time I talked to the guy, he just came off court or went to the tennis court. That's how we work.
Well, I'll tell you what, Coach Thor, just hearing that out of Andy, I see why he's your captain, because you have someone on the court that really is getting everybody together. I mean, how do you get that captain designation? What do you got to do for Coach Jerry Thor to get that?
Yeah, we just kind of look for the ideal Titan. And for me, that's somebody that's going to have integrity, somebody that wants to continue to get better every day. We talk about our growth mindset a lot here, that, we're trying to improve, we stay focused. And everybody loves this guy. I mean, I hear it from his professors because I try to check in on everybody, and they tell me hey, I've got this class next semester. Can you put him in my class again? Because they love him. The people want to sit next to him. Even our support staff or our janitorial staff. He hits it off with everybody. And,
that's great.
He's kind of a rock star around the office, and I think one of his biggest fans is our athletic director, Jeff Carr's. Been super
good
supportive,
guy to have on your side.
And he, that's another part of it, kind of a family atmosphere where he's checking in on our team and he wants to see us do well in our first season.
Well, Andy, that's great to hear. You're positive, contagious, high energy guy, and I sense it. And I think that's great for you. Now, looking forward, you got that energy off the court. Where's your tenacity on the court? Tell us the secrets of what really makes you a tough guy to play.
I try to be the best at every minute of the day. I work really hard from early morning to late night. I can't tell how many times me and coach have been talking about it's 27 days to go, 26 days to go. I can't wait this season to start. Normally when you go home for 4 months in another country, another part of the world, you want to go home to back to family and friends and maybe spend time with them. But Christmas Eve I was out hitting tennis balls for 3 hours, It's just, I can't wait to get this season started. So excited.
Well, I think it's great for both of you to be part of something as an inaugural season, to be part of that first start template, Coach. Andy, that's got to be special for both of you.
Yeah, I'm incredibly blessed. I'm so grateful for our administration and our athletic director, Jeff Carr, for giving me this opportunity to come here. I mean, starting a brand new tennis team in the state of Florida, which is kind of, now with the new national campus, the USTA built, this is the state's kind of the center of the tennis universe. And Eastern Florida is 50 minutes away from that. And we're super excited. As you can tell, this guy, I don't know where he gets the energy from. I never have to tell him to work hard. He's
great.
always doing that extra rep. And it continues throughout, 1 through 10 on our team. Everybody kind of feeds off that. Everybody brings that to to our athletic department. And I think that's, I'm excited to see what men's tennis can do right off the bat here.
Now you have 22 matches, and you got us stacked up on the men's side too. You play some tough teams. Talk about some of those teams that you're going to play this season in the spring.
Well, we kick off with a trip down to Miami. We'll play ASA, who's 3-time defending national champs. And we do that on purpose. So I want my players going home over break knowing, having that countdown in their head. National champs are coming. We want to play the best right away. We follow that up. We play St. Leo, who is national runner-up in D2. And we play just kind of a stacked lineup. We travel a little bit early on. I want the players to, bond a little bit, and we want to take the battle to our opponents, so to speak. And then we'll have our season open here February 7th. We've got a few matches against Florida Tech. It's nice having a strong D2 program here in our backyard in Melbourne. And we had a lot of people out when we played in our tournaments in the fall, and we look forward to seeing our crowd continue to grow and grow.
Well, Andy, real quick before we wrap up the show, what is something some people don't know about Andy Weiss? Something funny.
Something funny?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a hard one.
You know how to grill?
I know how to grill.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I once tried telling a group of girls that I could play guitar, and then they actually wanted to hear it, and I had no idea how to play guitar, but that ended out okay, so I don't know. That might be it.
Well, I tell you what, Andy, I always enjoy your energy.
Thank you so much.
Makes me get high energy, but I tell you what, Jerry, great job. Men's and women's side on the tennis, 7th and 10th respectively in the country. You're doing something right. Keep doing some great things out there.
Thank you.
Well, that's all the time we have for our producer, Rob Landers, Sam Hensler, and Michael Parsons. My name is Eric Kohler. Remember, fans, anything and everything for Titans athletics, visit us online at EFSCTitans.com. And remember, fans, Eastern Florida, where Titans rise.